Bree and Addie out here for me on the wing. So we've looked at decision-making drills that we can do for warm-ups. We've looked at decision-making drills that we can do when learning offensive concepts. One thing that decision-making happens in a lot is general basketball. So one thing that we're a big advocate of is small-sided games and one-on-one. As coaches and players, we need to be playing way more one-on-one, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Those drills are really cool to start off warm-ups, to start off practices and different things. But inevitably, like in a basketball game, you don't score points because the referee puts you in these positions on the floor. You score points because you can do those concepts out of a live basketball game. So once we have our teaching points like walling up, the strike zone, we just kind of let them play. And we put them in different one-on-one and two-on-two scenarios. So we're going to show you a couple things right now that we can do for small-sided games. Can you guys just come to this side to me? I'll lie to you. So we're going to play one-on-one really quick. Addie, you're going to start with the basketball. Bree, I want you to start with the basketball, with your feet, without the basketball, with your feet outside the three-point line with your hands up. You two have both done this drill before, all right? So what, Addie, you are the defensive player. Bree, you are on offense. You are going to pick a hand to pass Bree the ball in. Bree, yeah, good, you know exactly what's happening. Whichever hand you get it in, so your right hand there, your right foot is now your pivot foot. We want you to square up and jab step, shot fake, and then play live one-on-one. All right, let's see how we go. Go to the start. What was the first instruction, Bree? Where do you want you to stand? There we go. Jab step, shot fake, play. Good, switch offense, defense. Quick, offense, defense. Same two girls, Addie and Bree. Switch offense, defense. Here we go. Keep playing, girls. Keep playing. Switch offense, defense. Same two. One more. Set up the drill and freeze. So we just played 3 possessions of the same one-on-one drill. They clearly understand how the drill works. From you guys watching that one-on-one there, what are a couple things we can emphasize right now? What can we do better? What can we instruct them to do? One for me straight away is Bree. Even after we told her to get to there, the next time she caught the ball was there. So maybe we talk about positioning with our feet again. Any other ideas? Defensively, offensively? I think down here, when Bree beat Addie to the basket, we just spent 10-15 minutes on drills working around walling up at the rim. And one of the things Addie did straight away was that. All right, so what that shows me is the drills that we were just doing then, whilst we probably got some value out of, we didn't understand the game context of it. So now when we're playing one-on-one, if you are the defense and you get beat to the keyway, what do we want you to do with your hands? Wall up. Yeah, same drill, let's go. Let's play one-on-one. Jab, step, shot fake. Addie, be aggressive. Wall up for me, Bree. Good, Bree. Good. Switch offense, defense. Here we go. Keep playing, guys. Whilst I'm talking, keep playing. One thing that walling up does as well is it's never going to eliminate a girl from scoring, but our game isn't soccer. The end of the game isn't 1-0. It's often, you watch the NBA and it's 140 to 130 now. We're not going to force this girl to never make a shot. We're just going to make her chances of an 8 out of 10 down to a 5 or a 6 out of 10. Freeze right there for me, girls. After a couple reps, and again, this is a little different. We have a bunch of kids sitting there cold in the baseline. We'll work them in a second. I encourage you to add progression layers into your drills. And again, the progression layers are completely up to you. We're going to show you a couple things right now. You might love them, you might hate them, you might go, I want to add this, add that. I encourage you to do it. Experiment and change the drills as much as you possibly want. Now, I want you to do the drill. When I call freeze, I want you to freeze. You ready? Let's go. Freeze. So now, Bree, after you jab step, after you shot fake, I want you to drive on your left hand and jump stop at the block. Addie, you're going to let her go by you. Do that for me now, please. So drive, jump stop. Addie, I want you to pop out to the three-point line so you don't need to guard her. So right out here, Addie, where Bree was. So Bree, go back to jump stop for me. You're going to reverse pivot, throw Addie the basketball, and now we're going to play one-on-one off the closeout. So we're playing live one-on-one, you have to close out the basketball. All right, let's go to the start, please. All the way to the start of the drill. Jab step, shot fake, drive by, one-on-one. Switch your offense and defense, quick, switch your offense and defense. Next up. Set it up and freeze, quick. So now one thing we can do, because again, it's a clinic, we're getting through the motions of it, is when we make it really game-like, athletes want to win. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put a score on this drill. Every time you score, you get 1 point. All right, but we're also gonna add incentives for what we wanna see them do. So for the purpose of this drill, we're gonna really try to emphasize using our voice on our closeout. So when you jump stop and pass the basketball back, you must yell ball 3 times on your closeout. If you do not do that, you lose a point. All right, so you might go from 0 to -1, 1 to 0. All right, you have to communicate ball, ball, ball 3 times. Here we go. Good, play. Switch offense, defense. Quick, here we go. Switch offense, defense. That's a point, Addy. 1 to 0. First girl to 2. First girl to 2. We'll count it. 3-pointers worth 2. Great job. Stop there. And again, kids will be as competitive as you encourage them to be. So we didn't give them too many instructions. We just added the ball, ball, ball. What we value as a coach is probably what we're going to put a scoring system on. If we are really anal this training session about walling up, you can add defensive points. It doesn't need to be an offensive scoring system. You can take points away for certain things that you're trying to emphasize and vice versa. It doesn't always just have to be scoring gets you a point. It can be things that you value on any end of the floor. We're gonna add one more layer too. Go back to the start for me, please. Get all the way to your jump stop, then I want you to freeze. Here we go. Yeah, jump stop. Now what we're gonna do, you're gonna reverse pivot, throw the ball to Addy, ball, 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 close out. Addy, you're gonna throw the ball to the coach, and now you have to touch the corner before you're allowed to play. So Bree, you're guarding her the whole time. Addy, touch to the corner, bounce back and get the ball from coach, and now we're gonna play one-on-one. All right, go to the start. Here we go. Let's see how we go. Again, first to 2, girls. First to 2. Ball, 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 Bree. Ball, 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 Bree. Good, hit me, Addy. Corner. Good, what are we gonna do? That's an assist, Addy. Next up, here we go. Flip it over, quick. Jab step, shot fake. Good, and freeze right there. So straight away, again, we can take a couple notes out of that. One of my initial observations is we actually got 2 good wall-ups off dribble penetration. So we can see there's a little bit of transference from stuff that we're already doing. Again, if I was putting a scoring system on this, I might put a score. Let's say we're a team that just got beat by 80 to Wilton because we've been trapped and double teamed and we couldn't get the ball over halfway. If we can create a successful lead and catch the ball, that might be a point. So what you guys struggle with or what your coaching points are, that's where I would suggest that you add your scoring system. It doesn't always have to be who scores. Because if we do that in every juniors practice, just the best and most athletic scoring kid is probably going to win every time. And that's what they're going to think the value in the drill is. How many buckets can I get? Whilst this isn't just standard one-on-one, roll the ball out and play, we're hitting multiple skills as we do this. These two probably care more about going live from the corner and trying to get a bucket on each other. But before they're allowed to do that, we're working on our footwork with a jump stop. We're working on defensive technique with a closeout, communication with the ball, 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 and now we're creating leads when we bounce back from the corner. So we've just added a lot of false action before the beginning drill, before we play some one-on-one. All right, jump to the baseline. We're gonna do one more, guys. We got time for one more.